It's wonderful to have everyone here. Let me just do a little bit of explaining. I mentioned this is on page 10. Next to page 10, you will see a number in brackets. Someone want to tell me what that number is? 128, right. So the reason that number is in brackets and in blue is that we just about all of us have a prayer book that's half of a 2-volume set. But it's also printed as a 1-volume prayer book, and in order to make sure that we're all on the same page, the people using the 1 volume and the people using the 2 volume, we're going to use the numbers in brackets that correspond to the 1 volume number. So page 10 will now be page 128. Just look for the numbers in brackets from here on in. A few words about Shabbat from Rabbi Richard Levy. Our noisy day has now descended with the sun beyond our sight, and in the silence of our praying place we close the door upon the hectic joys and fears, the accomplishments and anguish of the week that we have left behind. What was but moments ago the substance of our life has now become its memory, and what we did must now be woven into who we are. On this day we shall not do, but be. We are to walk the outer limits of our humanity, no longer ride unseeing through a world we only vaguely sense beneath our cushioned wheels. On this day, heat and warmth and light must come from deep within ourselves. No longer can we tear apart the world to make our fire. On this day, but a breath away from our creation, we are to breathe in a world from which we may no longer feel apart, but as close as eye to blossom and ear to the singing in the night. On this day we must open wide the windows behind which we have hidden from the world and send forth hand and heart to learn where we have come and what we have become. Our service continues on page 120, and 120 and 121. I'd like to ask Ben's grandmother, Lois Waldman, to read the prayer on page 121 and then light the candles for us.
By the candles, by the candles.
Yes.
As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we by our lives give light to all who behold us.
As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we in our own day be among those who kindle light.
Baruch.
Wait. Yeah, we like that. He blew it out.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu l'hadlik ner shel Shabbat.
It's a little pain.
We continue. On page 124. May the door of this, we pray responsibly, May the door of the synagogue be wide enough to receive all who hunger for love, all who are lonely for friendship.
May welcome all who have cares to unburden, thanks to express, hopes to nurture.
May the door of the synagogue be narrow enough to shut out pettiness and pride, envy and envy.
May its threshold be no stumbling block to young or straying feet.
May it be too high to admit complacency, selfishness, and harshness.
May this synagogue be, for all who enter, the doorway to a richer and more meaningful life.
We continue on page 138 with Chadodi. We'll sing verses 1, 2, 5, and 9. On the 9th verse, we'll read the Shalom verse, and turn and face the back as if we were welcoming in Shabbat.
L'cha, l'cha, dodi, l'krat, l'krat, kala, penei, penei, Shabbat, nekabila. L'cha, l'cha, dodi, l'krat, l'krat, kala, penei, penei, Shabbat, nekabila. La, 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 la. Dodi, l'krat, l'krat, kala, penei, penei, Shabbat, nekabila. L'cha, l'cha, dodi, l'krat, l'krat, kala, penei, penei, Shabbat, nekabila. Shabbat Zahor Libor Echad Tishmi Anu El Hamehad Adonai Echad U'Shemo Echad L'Shem Tiferet V'Liti La 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 Adoni L'Rab L'Krat Kala B'nei B'nei Shabbat Nekabela L'Cha L'Ha Dodi L'Krat L'Krat Kala B'nei B'nei Shabbat Nekabela L'Krat Shabbat B'nechad Ki Mekor HaBracha Merosh M'kedem Nesucha Sof Ma'aseh B'mat Shabbat La 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 Chadodi L'Krat L'Krat Kala B'nei B'nei Shabbat Nekabela L'Cha L'Cha Dodi L'Krat L'Krat Kala B'nei B'nei Shabbat Nekabela
We pray together on page 145. Teach me, O God, a blessing, a prayer, on the mystery of a withered leaf, on ripened fruit so fair, on the freedom to see, to sense, to breathe, to know, to hope, to despair. Teach my lips a blessing, a hymn of praise, as each morning and night you renew your days, lest my day be today as the one before, lest routine set my ways.
Yitkadal, Yitkadash Shemei Rabbah. V'yalma dira hirute, v'yamlik malchute, v'chayehonu v'yomehon, u'hayedechol beit Yisrael, ba'gala, u'vizman kari, v'yimeru, amen. Yahei Shmei Rabbah Miborach, Le'alam u'almei Maya, Yitbarach, Yitbarach, V'yishtabach, be it Pa'ar, be it Romam, be it Naseh, be it Hadar, be it Haleh, be it Halal, Shemede Kudeshah, Leila min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, damiran v'yalma v'yimiru. Amen.
On page 46, we rise for the Baruch.
Baruch Adonai Amigorav Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bidbaro ma'ariv aravim b'chokma choteach she'arim u'vitbuna mishaneh itim u'machalif et hazmanim u'msader et hakohavim b'mizmarotehem b'rakia kirsono borei yom v'layla golel or mivnei Hoshev, v'Hoshev mivnei or, u'ma'avir yom u'mevi laila, u'mavdil ben yom u'mevi laila, Adonai Tzevaot Shemo. El Chai v'Kayam tamid yimloch aleinu le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai, Hamariv Aravim. Everlasting love, you offered your people Israel by teaching us Torah and mitzvot, laws and precepts. Therefore, Adonai our God, when we lie down and when we rise up, we will meditate on your laws and your commandments. We will rejoice in your Torah forever. Day and night we will reflect on them, for they are our life, and doing them lengthens our days. Never remove your love from us. Praise to you, Adonai, who loves your people Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kivod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed.
Please be seated.
V'ahavta Adonai Elohecha b'chol levacha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'odecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzvah hayom al levavecha v'shinatam levanecha v'dibarta ba v'shivtecha b'veitecha uv'lechtecha v'derech u'shofecha u'chumecha u'kshartam le'o al yedecha v'chayu l'totafot b'neinecha u'tatam al mezuzot beitecha u'b'sharecha Leman tizkiru v'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'hitem kedoshim le'Eloheihem. Ani Adonai Eloheihem asher hotzeiti etem me'eretz Mitzrayim liot lachem le'Elohim. Ani Adonai Eloheihem.
Adonai Elohim.
We pray together on page 157. Standing on the parted shores of history, we still believe what we were taught before ever we stood at Sinai's foot, that wherever we go, it is eternally Egypt, that there is a better place, a promised land, that the winding way to that promise passes through the wilderness, that there is no way to get from here to there except by joining hands, marching together.
Baruch atah Adonai, Gal Yisrael.
Page 161. Give us a place to rest, Adonai our God. Bring us into shelter in the soft, long evening shadows of your truth. For with you are true protection and safety, and in your presence are acceptance and gentle love. Watch over us as we go forth, prepare for us as we return. Spread over us your shelter of peace over all we love, over our Jerusalem and yours.
Baruch atah Adonai, Aparesika, Shalom. Shalom Aleinu, V'yakol Amo Yisrael. Baruch atah Adonai, Aparesika, Shalom. Shalom Aleinu, V'yakol Amo Yisrael. V'yal Yerushalayim, V'yakol Amo. V'yal Yerushalayim, Shalom. V'yal Yerushalayim, V'yakol Amo. V'yal Yerushalayim, Shalom. Baruch atah Adonai, Aparesika, Shalom. Shalom Aleinu, V'yakol Amo Yisrael. Shalom Aleinu, V'yakol Amo Yisrael. Shalom Aleinu, V'yakol Amo Yisrael.
We continue on page 162 with V'shamru, a song of Shabbat.
V'shamru b'nei Yisrael ha'Shabbat, ha'asor et ha'Shabbat, v'dorotam b'rit olam. V'shamru b'nei Yisrael ha'Shabbat, ha'asor et ha'Shabbat, v'dorotam b'rit olam. Shabbat vayinafash v'shamru b'nei Yisrael en hashabbat v'aso en hashabbat v'torotam b'ridolam.
Prayer invites God's presence to suffuse our spirits, God's will to prevail in our lives. Prayer may not bring water to parched fields, nor mend a broken bridge, nor rebuild a ruined city, but prayer can water an arid soul, mend a broken heart, rebuild a weakened will. Please rise on page 164 for Tefillah, our prayer. Please be seated. We pray together on the top of page 173. May these hours of rest and renewal open our hearts to joy and our minds to truth. May all who struggle find rest on this day. May all who suffer find solace. May all who hurt find healing on this day. May all who despair find purpose. May all who hunger find fulfillment on this day. And may this day fulfill its promise. Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat.
Ritzei Adonai Eloheinu, B'Am HaYisrael, U'tefilatam B'Ahava Tikabel, U'tehilel Ratzon, Tamid Avodat Yisrael, Yisrael Amecha El Karov Lecho שפוך רוחך עלינו, ותחזינה עינינו בשובך לציון ברחמים. ברוך אתה אדוני המחזיר שכינתו לציון, לציון.
Page 177. When we behold your heavens, the work of your fingers, the moon and stars that you set in place, what are we humans that you are mindful of us, we mortals that you take note of us? And yet you made us little less than divine, adorned us with glory and majesty. You gave us dominion over your handiwork, laying the world at our feet. How majestic is your name throughout the earth. Baruch atah Adonai hatov shimcha u'lecha na'eh lehodot. Don't stop after beating the swords into plowshares. Don't stop. Go on beating and make musical instruments out of them. Whoever wants to make war again will have to turn them into plowshares first. Shalom Rav, page 178.
Shalom Rav Yisrael Amra Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amra Tasim Leolam. Ki ata hu melech adon b'chol hashalom. Ki ata Shalom, Shalom Al Yisrael Amam, Tasim Leolam. Shalom Al Yisrael Amam, Tasim Leolam. V'tov be'einecha levarech et Am HaYisrael b'chol Shah B'Shlomecha. Shalom Al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Tasim.
Continue silently with prayers on page 180 and 181, or whatever prayers are in our own hearts.